Halfway through the work week, I'm Caitlin Heck. Let's start with a look at your forecast with Courtney. Another cold start to the day. I'm sure no one is surprised.
That's right, yeah. So you know the drill, everybody. Have the coats, have the hats. Head out a little extra early to go ahead and get the frost off your windshield because it is going to be there. Don't be fooled. I said, oh, maybe I'll get away with it this morning. No. I did not get away with it. I walked out and kind of just crossed my fingers. Please don't be thick. Please don't be a thick layer of ice on my windshield. It took a few minutes. It took about 5 to 10 minutes. So give yourself that time. 29 in the city of Macon. Area-wide, upper 20s, low 30s. We're at 28 in Cochrane, 32 in Unadilla, 32 in Montezuma, 29 again in Macon, 31 in Forsyth, and 30 in Sandersville. Area-wide, upper 20s, low 30s. It is cold out there. As we go through the day today, mostly sunny. Temperatures will climb into the upper 50s and low 60s. If you're south of Macon, expect to be a little bit warmer, but mostly sunny skies. Overall, a beautiful day in store for your Wednesday. Story changes tomorrow. That's going to be thanks to this cold front that will move through the area, the center of the system up towards the Great Lakes. What will this do for our forecast? Bring us rain, and then will it bring us the potential for winter weather? I'll let you know. That's in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. The GBI asks for your patience as they continue to look into a Crawford County case where a deputy shot and killed a man. That happened on January 9th. At a news conference yesterday, they offered few new details on the shooting that happened off US 341. They said that it could take weeks or even months to continue their investigation. A little background on the case: the GBI previously said an attempted traffic stop turned into a chase, then to a fight, ending with Deputy William Owenby firing his gun, killing 47-year-old Denrick Stallings. Owenby is currently on administrative leave. District Attorney Anita Howard also spoke at yesterday's conference, saying it is best to proceed carefully with this type of case. Well, right now, Houston County deputies continue to investigate a robbery that turned deadly in Warner Robins. The sheriff's office says the robbery happened around 12:15 yesterday morning at the J&J Dollar Store on Nottishall Drive. Deputies found 43-year-old clerk Sabrina Dollar shot. She later died at the hospital. Witnesses told deputies that 3 men with guns went into the store and started robbing clerks and a customer. That's when one of the robbers shot Dollar. The robbers wore dark clothes and masks and ran away from the store after taking money. If you have any information, you can call the sheriff's office at 478-542-2080. Again, 478-542-2080. And out of headlines from across the state, 3 people are hurt after a shooting in Atlanta's Midtown. It happened around West Peachtree Street. Police say someone fired shots during a drug deal in an apartment. We don't yet know if police have found the person responsible. And a Norcross police officer is off the job and facing charges after the department says he broke his oath and solicited sex from a prostitute while in uniform. The department fired the officer earlier this month. Investigators arrested him yesterday. The officer faces 2 counts each of Georgia Crime Information Center and oath of office violations, along with pandering for sex charges. Right now, we do not know the name of that officer. And the race to become Georgia's next governor heats up off the campaign trail as Governor Brian Kemp prepares to lodge an ethics complaint against former Senator David Perdue. The complaint alleges that directions for donating directly to Perdue's campaign on the Win Red website of the Georgia Values Fund violate state campaign financing laws. The complaint follows on the heels of Perdue's team filing a lawsuit against a campaign finance law Governor Kemp signed last year. Perdue's campaign called the complaint laughable, adding the person who should be investigated is Governor Kemp. Well, turning to the latest in coronavirus news, COVID-19 continues to take a toll on the country. Earlier this week, CBS News said new cases topped 800,000 for a 3rd straight day. Central Georgia sees the impacts of the virus as well, with all 13 counties in the North Central Health District labeled as substantial spread. That means there's over 101 COVID-19 cases per 100,000 people in the county. The district says they figure out the transmission level based on a 14-day incidence rate. Now, the most recent 2-week period was from December 27th through January 9th. The North Central Health District includes Baldwin, Bibb, and Houston counties. Now, finding out if you have the virus could get a little easier. Today, the White House officially rolls out its new website to order free at-home COVID-19 tests. It comes after they quietly tested the website yesterday. It's available online right now. Just go to covidtests.gov. You can order 4 tests per household. They should ship within a week to 12 days. A special called meeting could be the start of rebuilding Lake Chuklaka. People in Ivy have tried to bring the lake back after the dam failed nearly 2 years ago. They took the matter to court after they say leadership problems with their board delayed the process. A court order from a judge called for a special vote today to establish a new board of directors for the Holiday Hills Property Owners Association. It's happening at 3 this afternoon at the Wilkinson County Courthouse. People in Ivy who have property in their name, paid all their membership dues, and are in good standing can vote for the new board. Well, Dublin is set to bring some new life to Stubbs Park. The city plans to improve transportation around the park with its first roundabout. It's aimed to increase safety for people entering at the park at Claxton-Dairy Road and Moore Street. City leaders say they also have plans in the works for soccer fields, an amphitheater, and a creek to flow through the park. All right, the time is now 6:35. Today might be the last day that you would even want to think about going outside to a park this week.
Yes, and I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, oh man, today's going to be the last nice day to walk Colby until the weekend. Because we all know how stubborn Colby is with his walks.
Yes.
He must have them. No option. He will be at my feet all afternoon.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. But Colby is the rain, sleet, snow, shine, like he's ready to go at all times. So
Coco sees rain, she's like, I'll hold it.
I wish Colby was like that. He's like, oh, this is just an adventure. Let's go outside. So anyway, yes, today, whether you are taking the dog for a walk, doing exercise of your own without your pet, it is going to be the last nice day until the weekend, really, that you will have the opportunity to do that. So am I looking forward to walking the dog? Not necessarily, but it must be done. Dog mom duties will persist and move on. All right, everybody, we have a lot to cover, of course, including the potential for winter weather across central Georgia. Will we have any? We're going to talk about it in the next few minutes here. You're looking live on top of the Fred Roberts building in Dublin. In the meantime, it is a cold morning out there. That hasn't changed, of course. You'll need the coat as you get ready to head out the door this morning. Area-wide, upper 20s and low 30s. We're at 29 in Macon, 32 in Warner Robins and in Montezuma, 30 in Unadilla, 31 in Forsyth, 29 in Gordon, and 28 in Wrightsville. You're going to have frost on your windshield this morning, everyone, so prepare for it. Through the day today, beautiful. Upper 50s, low 60s. Almost said upper 60s. Upper 50s, low 60s. It's just going to take a little while to warm there. We hit our high temperature around 3-4 o'clock, and you can see we're going to stay in the 30s through around 9 a.m. which of course is going to encompass a lot of your morning drive. So just be sure you are preparing for the cold this morning. Through the overnight, low temperatures will drop into the low to mid 40s. We'll have some extra clouds build in, so an increase in cloud cover through the overnight. That's going to help trap in some of the heat of the day today. So tomorrow morning, it might actually feel a little more pleasant for you. Now let's talk about tomorrow. Here comes our cold front. We talked about this at the top of the show. This is currently up towards the Great Lakes, at least the center of it is. And it will knock on our doors. We head into early tomorrow morning. So here's 4 o'clock. We'll start to introduce a chance for rain. Unfortunately, it could be a rainy ride to work tomorrow. Here's 8 a.m. Rain will be fairly likely at this point. Could have a few pockets of maybe some slightly heavier downpours. And this front will continue to sink off to the southeast through the day. This is 5 o'clock. Time a lot of you will be headed home from work. So it really just looks like rain will be a nuisance for that ride to work. As we head into Friday, this is where we're going to be watching. This low starts to push closer to the Gulf of Mexico. You can see the way low pressure rotates that counterclockwise. That's going to help pull in some moisture to allow for rain as we head into Friday afternoon. Here's 12 o'clock. You can see rain already starting to change over. High pressure to our north. That's that wedge. So not only are we watching yet again for the potential for winter weather, we're trying to forecast a wedge and also something called a short wave in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Now the upper levels of the atmosphere, if the surface wasn't hard enough to forecast for, the upper levels are even harder. So take this model with a grain of salt. The graph model, which did do very well with our last winter weather situation, this is just now starting to get a handle on what's going to happen because it's now only starting to be able to go out far enough to have any idea what's going to go on Friday night into Saturday. So we're going to watch the trend of this, but right now this is the most aggressive model. Thinking we could see a wintry mix as we head into Friday, potentially late Friday morning, maybe a few flurries as we head into Friday night, and for most of us, we'll experience that wintry mix. Now, the issue with the graph model, if that continues to trend the way it does, we're talking maybe the potential for some ice north and east of Macon. If you have that wintry mix going on for hours and hours and then persisting into the overnight when we really drop below freezing, that's going to be a problem with ice. Good news is the graph is definitely an outlier. Look at the North American model. This model was very aggressive yesterday. Now thinking again north and maybe east of Macon, maybe a wintry mix as we head into Friday night into Saturday morning. Ice could still be a problem as we head into Saturday morning as temperatures are going to drop very quickly through the overnight. The GFS also definitely less aggressive when it comes to that chance for any kind of wintry precipitation, and it's all falling in line with the European model that has always been the least aggressive aggressive for us. So right now, is a wintry mix possible? Yes, we'll have to watch for that concern for ice, especially north and east of Macon, but there is still some fine tuning to be done, especially with the graph doing what it's doing right now. We'll be dry Sunday and Monday. Another rain chance returns Tuesday.